Hey, hello there. Now, you remember recently I featured Gotabga. This is Kalenjin community living in USA, and you heard that they have 12 chapters, call them branches across America. And I'm privileged to now visit the Kansas City chapter of Gotabga, and the community is known as
KCKC, Kalenjin Community in Kansas City.
Kalenjin community in Kansas City, and they have a community center here. You can see they've begun a community center, and we'll be learning more about the purpose of this community center. But I'm here with the chairman, Dr. Josh Mutai, who will be telling us more about the objective of the organization and what this center will be all about. So we'll begin that interview in a moment. But mnasemaje?
KCKC,
Yes.
Charms Media.
Yeah, so let's begin by hearing about the objective of this community.
Make a circle, wherever you are, let's create space. Tunapeleka Alex hapo polepole.
Song and dance. Celebrations and merrymaking. This is how it went down as members of the Kalenjin community in Kansas City, known to most as KCKC, launched a cultural center to celebrate their Kenyan heritage. The center is a culmination of years of hard work by members of KCKC and a priority for the community here. Manoa Korir is a political scientist with over 30 years of experience living in the United States and the founding chairperson of the community center. According to him, the center has a bigger significance than what meets the eye.
This property is not just about the building. It's about the lives, it's about the spirit, it's about the energy and the children who are going to experience learning, sports, our African culture, the American way of life. We're going to have libraries in here, we're going to have books, we're going to have artifacts that reflect where we come from and who we are. And that is because we value what it means to become a Kenyan, what it means to become a Kalenjin. They say, asiyekuwa na mila ni mtumwa. So we are so far away from home, but here you can see we have a cultural center.
So the building sits on a 2.5, maybe a little bit more than that, acres. And the size of the building itself is 16,800 square foot. It's a pretty big building.
What are you going to use it for?
So we are going to use this as what we call our center of excellence. So it's our headquarters, the headquarters for the organization. We've envisioned most of those in our business plan. So we have a number of programs, cultural things, events that we have, like the Kodapka that have just happened. That would be one of them, or even our own local events. We can use the facility also for renting out to even people outside of our community, whether it's outside or in, weddings, graduations, anything, any sort of event. This is a very big building. At the bottom there, we're gonna have capacity for up to 1,000 seats.
Now, the biggest beneficiaries of this facility are the children and youth, especially those born here in the United States, like 21-year-old Ryan Chelugit.
I'm a student at Stanford University, and I was born here, Kansas City, Missouri. This is my home. I've been here how many years? 21 years now. It's really a big deal, the fact that we have such a community center like this. It's sort of the manifestation of many years of everyone being together, sort of, gathering. We've been to many different people's houses, and eventually we settled upon this central place. And it's been really important how we're expanding the community, how we're getting people out here. As you've seen, we've had meetings like this. We were never able to do this before. Being born here, there aren't many others like us, I guess you could say. In Kansas City specifically, for example, I went to school with mostly African-American children, but no one really of African or Kenyan descent. But this community here, having it, I'm able to make friends and lifelong connections as such. It's really like a family to me here. and it's meant so much for me to have a place to belong in America.
This is exactly the motivation behind the project by this Kalenjin community that happens to be one of the 12 chapters of the famous Gotapga International, an organization that is keen on uniting Kalenjins living in the United States. We have featured them before and their event on this very show.
What a legendary.
Our goal really is trying to figure out how to make it in this country. Let me say it this way, Cham. We've made it, we feel like we've made it in some way or shape or form. We've been here long enough, we are raising children. So having made it so far, our question is, what do we do for our next generation? Our goal as an organization is to try to set it up so that our next generation also makes it. There is a lot of generation that we're raising in this country. What we are afraid of, what we don't want to lose is, we don't want to lose sight of where we come from. We don't want them to not have the grit of what we've accomplished already. So I think our goal really as an organization is to, empower the next generation and also set them up so that they can go to the next level. That is the mission of our organization.
Currently, the local chapter has about 500 active members who have participated in numerous projects since the chapter came into existence.
We started this organization in 2002, just coming together as Kenyans, bringing our brotherhood back from Africa. That way we can continue to help each other the way we helped each other back home. We established different programs. One of the main programs of our organization is benevolence. So we came together and started something similar to Chama back in Kenya, where we put money together. When somebody has a need, we distribute that money and replenish the money back. So that is our key program. The next program that we wanted is, as a community, we are scattered all over the city, but we needed a facility that brings us together so that we can have functions and events as a community. And thus the community center vision came together. As of now, we own it outright and we have the title. We envision many programs to come in the future from this facility. The other activities is athletics, also culture and heritage, maintaining our culture from back home. Our vision as at now is not complete, but as we continue to soldier on as a community, our vision will come together even to partner with other organizations within Kansas City so that they can provide grants for educational activities and many other functions within the city. Next to us is a community radio station that we hope to partner with in the future, and many other organizations around us. So this is a big day for us as a community. We continue to establish ourselves. The Bible tells us in Deuteronomy 6:10 that I shall give you houses that you haven't built. I shall give you cities that you did not build. I shall provide wells that you did not dig. And as diasporans that came to this country, just like the children of Israel, we are establishing our home here as our homeland.
It is efforts like this that keeps Kenyans domiciled in the United States connected to their motherland. Actions that are appreciated by the Kalenjin community in Kansas.
I like to pride myself as being a Kalenjin because that is actually who I am, and more so the integral part of what has made me a member of this great organization. I'm a former teacher. I can't really say former teacher, but I was a high school teacher in Kenya. I taught English and literature, but coming here, the culture has brought out the best in me. So being a Kalenjin has really brought out the best of what I know is an integral part of who I am. And having met fellow Kalenjins also here in Kansas City has really kind of bonded us together, therefore making us a community that is as strong as you've seen today. The best part about it is we have learned that Ubuntu culture that you are because I am, and because you are, therefore I am. And that has brought us so much joy away from home.
It is the hope of the community that the Events and Cultural Center will usher in a newfound love and respect for their motherland Kenya and create a renewed sense of patriotism within the community. They further hope that the center will be a hub of innovation, unity and a stimulus for Kenyan-centered projects, and from the looks of things, they are already on their way there.
At the end of the day, I'm Kalenjin, and I take such pride in that. And I feel like the reason I'm able to is because my parents, my uncles, everyone is able to take, a bit of their home, their culture, and bring it here in America and make sure that we've been immersed in it, like literally since we were this little, So it's just been really, really awesome to have.